That explains the $3 billion a year we spend on internal innovation, largest in the enterprise business by far, and also the over $40 billion we've spent in acquired R&D. That's what all those acquisitions have been about. Us making sure we have the parts to send you a complete solution so you don't have to do it at your site. Engineered at the factory so you don't have to do it one time after another. Today in the demos, we're actually going to cover some of that. And this whole show is about the $3 billion a year we spend in innovation and integration, putting things together. Charles, why don't you give us an update on what we've been up to?
Okay. Well, the main thing we've been doing is investing in the products you're using. So just as a reminder, we spend about $3 billion a year in research and development. And the vast majority of that investment comes in the form of enhancements that you request. So we have customer advisory boards, we have user groups, we have CIO advisory boards, all sorts of ways of soliciting input from our customers. And what we do with that input is prioritize, take those support dollars, invest in the product, and start to release enhancements to the marketplace. We also have about 20,000 developers, actually more than that now, who work all year long to make sure they stay close to you and deliver those enhancements in a timely fashion. And of course, a lot of them show up around this time of the year at Open World. So let's start talking about looking at the stack and see what's changed over the last year. So if we go to the application level, you're all familiar with our family of ERP applications. So the great brand names, things like JD Edwards, eBusiness Suite, PeopleSoft, Agile, Demantra. Those are kind of ERP brand names, great pedigree, thousands of customers getting value from them. We've been investing in those products for many years. And it's also instructive to realize what we did. We did exactly what we said we would do. We bought those products and developed them in the early days. We said we continue to enhance them, improve them, make them easier to upgrade, better analytics, modern middleware, better UIs, all that we did as part of your support stream. And so I think it's instructive to look at that track record as people are again worried about what we might do with Sun Hardware or MySQL. We'll do what we've always done, make the products better. And so I think after 58, 59 acquisitions, we have a bit of a track record here. So we're still number one in CRM, supply chain management, HR, continue to grow that business. Great new releases out, the global release of eBusiness Suite. PeopleSoft doing extremely well in public sector and financial services. JD Edwards strong in CPG, engineering and construction, food and beverage. So these each have their niches in the market, they're doing very well. Dedicated development teams, they'll continue to improve. We also have, in addition to ERP applications, a broad portfolio of what we call industry applications. What we mean by that, these are applications that are operational, mission-critical applications specific to an industry. There's actually a new category, if you think of it that way, of applications. So there's a back office, ERP, kind of financials, HR, kind of CRM front office. And then these frontline applications for things like communications billing, retail merchandising. So what that does is it allows us to add more value, understand your business better, and move beyond ERP, as we like to say. And so we've continued to invest in that portfolio of applications as well. And what we'll show is we've now figured out, because we're experts in many different areas now between CRM, back office, and industry applications, is what are the natural flows, the processes, what are the integration points that Safra was talking about? How can we help you integrate these applications together? Because these composite applications, if you will, that flows across these different domains, someone has to do that. You can have consultants do it, and they'll do it one time. You have to keep doing it over and over every time the applications change. Or we can build that integration out of the box because we understand what the flows are. And that's what we'll demonstrate a little later. And then in the middleware layer, we had a major new release of Fusion Middleware 11G. It was significant because that is the major release that integrated all the EA components into a single suite with the rest of Fusion Middleware. And when we say suite, we mean suite, which means it was built as a suite, You can upgrade it together, patch it together, deploy it together, it's all tested together. And these components are consistent architecturally. This is the foundation of our application strategy. All our applications are targeted at this middleware suite instead of repeating this for each stack. So when we buy a company, that's the first thing they do. Get on the journey to uptake Fusion middleware. This is the #1 middleware product in the market. Over 90,000 customers. 97 of the Fortune 100 are using this product. And I always have to say we have more SAP customers integrating SAP to SAP with our product than their product, whose name I forgot. Do they still use that name anymore? Whatever it is. So anyway, middleware is doing extremely well. We own the benchmark in every category, and we're going to continue to invest in that. Database, of course, making major investments. We have another major release last month called 11G R2. And this is an advance in database technology. There's so many features I can't cover them all. Obviously, we've been doing this a long time in database, but one I wanted to point out. For those of you worried about your storage costs, there's a breakthrough in compression in this product. You want to save 2 to 5x on your storage costs, upgrade to 11G R2. We're certifying lots of applications on this. And as usual, we're not just talking about Oracle applications. Whether it's our middleware or our database, we have over 9,000 independent software vendors who use the exact same stack that we use for our applications. So it's truly an open stack. And then lastly, at the infrastructure level, we continue to invest in virtualization. We got the Oracle VM. That is our virtualization strategy. We can test it along with the rest of the stack. This is a low-level component, so you have to make sure it works well with the rest of the stack. It supports our clustering technology as well in RAC. And then Oracle Enterprise Manager. That is our platform for managing Oracle products. So we can instrument our products and manage our products better than anybody else, of course. And Oracle Enterprise Manager is the product we use to do that. So continued investment, continued solicitation of enhancement requests from you, input from the marketplace. We continue to march on investing in these products. So we now have over 3,000 products and growing. And once we hopefully get the Sun deal closer soon, we'll have a lot more to talk about.